actually sort of record time, one of the cornerstones of the wind band repertoire. I'm proud to say that the composer, Omar Thomas, is my colleague at the University of Texas, though he wasn't when he composed this piece. But again, it marks a very tragic event in our nation's history. On June the 17th, 2015, many of you will remember that a person walked into the Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina, and sat down, was invited to join a Sunday school class, and sat there for about 40 minutes during the class, meeting everyone, and then at the end of the class proceeded to stand up and shoot them and kill them. I won't mention his name, but I will mention the name of the people who lost their lives that day. I'll come to that in just a second, but I will say that it was a devastating event, clearly. And it happened the following year. The College Band Directors National Association Regional Conference, Southern Division Conference, was going to be held in Charleston. This was already planned. And it turned out that the site of the concerts was right across the street from this church. So several of the conductors got together and said, we've got to do something. I mean, we have to create something, in honor of these people who lost their lives, and to commemorate this tragic event at this wonderful church. People who just wanted to worship that day, and then this is what happened. So, big band conductors, who do you call? John Mackey. And John Mackey, being the person that he is, said, no way, this is not my piece to write, but I know who can do it. And he recommended Omar Thomas, thankfully. And Omar also doubted that he was the person to write the piece. And he called his father and told him about it and said, I'm really debating, I don't know whether I can do it. And he just cut him off and said, you sure as heck are going to write this piece. If you don't do it, who else is going to? So this is an amazing piece of Our New Day Begun. I want to acknowledge the people who lost their lives that day. Clementa C. Pinckney, age 41, who was the church's pastor and a South Carolina state senator, by the way. Cynthia Graham Hurd was age 54, was a member of the Bible study and a manager for the Charleston County Public Library System, and the sister of former state senator Malcolm Graham. Susie Jackson, age 87, the oldest victim, who was a Bible study and church choir member, 87. Ethelene Lentz, age 70, who was the church's sexton. DePayne Middleton Doctor, age 49, a pastor who was also employed as a school administrator and admissions coordinator at Southern Wesleyan University. Tywanza Sanders, 26, the youngest victim, who was a graduate of Allen University and was the grandnephew of victim Susie Jackson. Daniel L. Simmons, age 74, who was a pastor who also served at Greater Zion AME Church in Awadam. And Sharonda Coleman Singleton, age 45, also a pastor, also a speech therapist and track coach at Goose Creek High School. And lastly, Myra Thompson, age 59, a Bible study teacher. So, in spite of the tragedy of this event, one of the most inspiring and uplifting things is that the members of that congregation who were so traumatized by this forgave the person who did this. The ultimate act of forgiveness, I think. So, in selecting this program, I didn't intend to have only, a lot of political connotations run through this, but I felt like this is music that creates, in a remarkable way, an aesthetic experience. It's something that our students could benefit from performing. So I'm going to leave it at that, but just to tell you again that it's been my great honor to be here at the University of Southern Mississippi, to return here. I've had the great pleasure of being here before, and I've loved every second of it. Hattiesburg is a wonderful place, but the people are what make it such a special place. Dr. Rand and all of the people that you have met, all of the students have been so gracious. So they have taken great care of myself and my brothers down here, who we have had the best time. So I can't thank you enough. And we look forward to performing for you of Our New Day Begun of Omar Thomas. Amen.